let's talk this fall because you got summer one, summer two coming up, conditioning June and July, and then August ball. What's
Yep.
your outlook for the Colorado Buffs this season to bounce back off of that 3-win season, particularly with some of the changes that Coach Prime has made, starting with him vetting each and every player that comes in and goes out?
Yeah, this is a tough climate for football, ain't it, man, when it comes to the transfer portal and expectations, but much given, much is required, right? As Coach Prime and I spoke when he first got the opportunity, I'm like, man, you get a hold of this thing, you can be sitting in a very nice seat as a coach throughout all college football. Your living situations is better than most. The institution, when it comes to the tradition and winners, the winning ways that we've had at a time where it's still relevant because of people like myself and the Chad Browns and the Deion Figures and the Hudsons and a lot of the guys, Rashawn Salam and the things that he's done. He can really have a chance to be successful. And Boulder is a tough get uh, when it comes to getting players to come there and want to
Mm.
be there. So you have to have a talent to allure people into that type of a place. It's a special place, man. It's not a community like an Alabama or like LSU in Baton Rouge, uh, to Auburn, right up the road from Alabama, to Florida State down in Tallahassee, Florida Gators. Like those are places that are natural places where you what it's going to be like. But Boulder's special, and if you can win there, you have a chance. I see you have Coach. Is Coach Brendan offensive coordinator? Is
Yeah,
that how you
Brennan
pronounce it?
Marion.
Yeah,
yeah, Brendan
yeah.
Mary. Yeah,
Yeah, Coach Marion. He's a Pittsburgh guy, so I fell
yep.
in love with that one. He's a straightforward dude. He's a passionate dude. I love to hear him talking to the players. I love to hear that his confidence is through the roof, which I think will quote unquote matriculate through the offense. They want to run the football. This go-go philosophy is great. And last but not least, the quarterback, you gotta love him to death. Truth be told. I met the kid when he was
Hmm.
8, 9 years old. He and
Yep.
his dad over at Willie's and grabbed a bite to eat, and the kid's been wearing number 10 ever since and
Yep.
been in connection with he and his dad through his run of trying to figure out where he wanted to go to middle school to high school and just staying connected and to see him being able to handle it the way he has. I'm really proud of him because that's kind of where it starts in the sense of leadership. Um, but I like how Coach Brendan is really doing a great job of applying that pressure to all positions on offense. He's asking the runner to be a runner. Run the ball. They talking about you. Run the ball, man.
Mm.
Stop waiting and run the ball. You know what I mean? Like get
Yeah,
there because we're gonna need that. That's what we do in the Big 12. Run the ball. Establish
Yeah.
the line of scrimmage because that's where it starts. It starts from the inside out, and your defensive coordinator, his passion and what he's instilling to those dudes, being relentless,
Hmm.
and not being, not tolerating being mediocre to guys identifying that this is their football team. This is a player-friendly football team. You're hearing a lot of the veterans saying that kind of stuff. So, being that I'm not there, I'm there. I'm paying attention and I'm listening.
mm,
Um, and messages on offenses are the messages on offense, and the messages on defense are the messages on defense. And when
Hmm.
you can get that type of passion, Coach Prime just have to basically manage the entire ordeal. He don't have to
Yeah.
have his hand nowhere else. That's the Nick Sabans of the world,
hmm
the Bill McCartney's of the
Hmm.
world. And when
Yep.
he injects himself into those different places, then that becomes a problem, right? Because you're not doing something right. That's how it's supposed to be done, and that's the way I think we're trying to get it done, and that's the way it's been. Uh, and it doesn't mean that the other coaches weren't good. It's just when you have high expectations, you got to make the moves to make it work.
absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
just that simple. It's not personal.
Hmm.
So I can appreciate from afar the tenacity and the vigor of trying to find that and make it work. The unfortunate thing, again, I say, is the kids having this out to go other places because now when it comes to the developmental size, it becomes tough because some of the kids won't be around long enough because of
Yeah.
the access that they have and also the ability that the institution have to find other guys to come in to create that competitive environment so that these kids can work. And sometimes when you strike that match that one time, man, when it's hot, you got to go before it burn
Mm,
out. And it's no excuses because everybody's dealing with the same thing, right? I get the monies and all that kind of stuff, but hey, man, but we can't make excuses. We got to put it. We got to get it in. We got to coach faster, harder, and stronger. and do the best we can to try to make that thing work. And I like the moves that we're trying to make this thing work. And it's getting close, man. It's getting close. I'm just anxious to see because we coming in town here in Atlanta, and yeah, I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I'll be right there. I'm coming. Yeah,
That's
I am.
right.
I promise you, I am. You tell me no, I'm still coming. Still gonna be there. So, but I'm gonna be there.
And
So
and
I'm
and
looking
and
forward to it.
Slash, you know how football goes. You never got the time you think you got. That week 1 in Atlanta will be here before you know it.
Let me tell you something, man. You do what you want to do, right? You
Mm,
know, you talking about time. You make time if you want. If you want to do it, you make time. If you want to make something happen, you do it. You know, I ain't missing that one. You know what I'm saying? It could be here tomorrow. I can wake up and here. Just have my ticket, so I can be right there next to you. I want to see it
yeah.
all, right there up close, right here in town, up close and personal. Because I need to see 10 do his thing, man. Because he's coming
Yeah.
home, and I think he's gonna. It's gonna be a high. It's gonna be a high level of volume of asks when it comes to coming to this city. Because Coach Prime, you know, he's an Atlanta man. They love him here.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
man gonna be my boy, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. I better get mine. You understand me? I'm saying it now. Better get
Yeah.
mine because I'm gonna be right there. You heard me? I
Yeah.
said. So
And, hey, in fact, Herman over in the media said, "Get at you." He said, "Been trying to reach you."
you got my number. Give it to him. Tell him text me. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. Hey, I'm right here, man. Y'all know how to find me. I got my number. Shoot, I'm right here. I don't know. I'm coaching. I'm moving around too, but I know that week. We right there,
Yeah,
Dealey.
I got you.
I might
Right
have
there
a
in the
little purple on there
ATL.
though.
Yes, indeed. NBA playoffs, and you guys looking to bet, get in on the action, parlays, prop bets, whatever it is, y'all make sure y'all go to mybookie.ag. That's mybookie.ag and use the promo code BIWGDOW. That's Big Dog, where you can go in there and get all the extra bonuses and things of that nature when you sign up. So we appreciate y'all supporting and thank y'all for coming out for another episode of the Morning Run. Make sure y'all go to also, speaking of support, our sponsors. Make sure
The
you go to
beautiful
the.
Boulder broker in.
There you
If you
go.
get them on the phone or make that reservation, make sure you let them know Uncle Neely sent you. At
Mm-hmm.
least do it at check in. Can't do it at check out now. At least do it at check in.
No,
And they're
no,
gonna take 20% off of your stay.
that's cold blooded. Cold blooded. Rick James.
Yeah. Denise Smith, down since day one. We love us some Denise Smith. Go to that site, DeniseSmithInsurance.com. That's a new site, DeniseSmithInsurance.com. Or you just out there in the 303, get on the phone, 303-343-3515. Because you got to protect what matters most. And she's going to help you do that, whether it's life, home, auto, boat, financial planning, insurance discussions, whatever advice you need. Denise Smith, 303-343-3515.
Yes, sir. With the bless, sir. If y'all want some of that merch, y'all, go to unclechico.myshopify.com. That's where you can go and get you some. Each and every day, we're available right now. Limited merch available, but what's on there is on there. Once it's gone, it's gone. If you want to go get it, go there right now. unclechico.myshopify.com and go get you some. And also,
Yes,
if you
sir.
don't know, now you know
And
where to
quick
go.
updates as well, Chico, as we wrap, you had mentioned it earlier, some of the camp invites that have taken place. Zay McGill has been invited to camp by the Broncos. Amari McNeil has been invited to camp by the Panthers and Kansas City. And you got Keaton Wade, edge rusher, invited to camp by Kansas City, as well as Salter, quarterback, invited to Tennessee. Some of the guys who signed undrafted free agents out of Colorado, Big Bonds, New York Giants, Sincere Brown, San Diego Chargers, and Arden Walker, Minnesota Vikings, with Preston Hodge. Man, Jacksonville is becoming Boulder South.
You ain't lying. That's a
Preston
pipeline
Hodge
right
going
there.
down to Jacksonville, and my man Black Jesus Scoop out of Mississippi, Xavier Hill going up to New York, but to the Jets.
Black Jesus, Black Jesus. Where art you, Black Jesus? Black kicker, Black kicker. I just heard an interesting fact. The Broncos had the first ever black kicker in the NFL, and he was booming over 50-yarders. So shouts out to the Broncos. I forget the black kicker's name, but just so happened to be right there in Denver, Colorado. Black kicker, black kicker. And now there's another one in Boulder. But those are the camp invites right there that Unc just called out to you guys. Boom. Cross check.
Flight attendants prepare for cross check.
Until next time, we're going to be up and about here. Peace and melody.